This is Liz Evans of HandsOnBodyWorks, and I'm excited to be bringing you some ways that you can work out from home, working on restorative movement, breath work, an awareness of your posture that you may not have at this point, and we're going to do that in movement. Now, for those of you who have not been in a core transformation class, you don't know that there's things that we do there that aren't necessarily going to come through on this video. We laugh. People are snarky and it's so fun. We solve the world's problems. We have a lot of gratitude. We share with each other what's going on in our lives. We're a support system for one another. And in this time, when it's difficult to get together, when we are being quarantined, whether it be self-quarantine or we're just trying to really care for each other by creating some space at this time, it's nice that we can use technology to come together. So I'm here in my living room. I apologize for the camera quality. I'm going to do my best to speak well and to teach you some of the things that we do in core transformation. So this is an intro video. I want to show you just real briefly some of the things that are givens in almost every movement that we do in core transformation. So here we go. And by the way, for the workout that I'm doing today, we will be using a strap. If you don't have a strap, you're going to want to pull a towel, maybe a hand towel would be a great tool for you to use for that. So here we go. One of the things that we're going to do over and over again is we're going to be squeezing the glutes. Well, let me set you up. Your posture when you're standing is going to be you're going to have your weight in your heels. You're going to set the weight in the heels. If you can see on the video, I can actually lift my toes up off the floor. I don't really have much weight in the ball of my foot. And then from there, I squeeze the glutes, and then I'm going to use the muscles in my core and in my back to lengthen the back, pressing the top of the head for the sky. So that's going to be our standing position. So we work out of length. We create length, and then we do what I like to call 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch pulses. And so, for example, I'll get a chair when we're going to do the bar work. And if I had the chair here, so I would set up in this position for a glute work, which I'll explain to you when we're doing the workout, and then I would do a little pulse. See how it's like there's a string pulling through my heel? It's a tiny movement. And that's the thing about core transformation, is a lot of times, a lot of the movements that we're doing look like we're doing nothing, but I promise you, if you're doing them, you're going to feel them deeply. So 1 hour of this work that creates a deep muscle contraction, 1 hour of this work is worth 7 hours in the gym doing typical movement exercises. Also, when you're breathing in this work, I'm going to talk you through, there's times it's really important that you're releasing the breath as we release into the stretch. One of the things I love to explain to people, and let's just do a stress breaker breath together. This is something I teach a lot of my bodywork clients. What you do is you take a deep breath in, and when you take that deep breath, it comes in through the nose, and you're going to fill all the way down to the pelvic floor in your mind. So you're taking that deep breath, hold it. Now, as you exhale, slowly and gently drop the shoulders, melt your muscles. Do not force the breath out. Forcing the breath out causes you to do something that's just slow hyperventilation. No Darth Vader mode is allowed in my class, right? So we're hold. Slowly and gently melt your muscles. And honestly, guys, if you take nothing else and you don't do any of the workout, but you took that piece, you would be able to move out of the amygdala into the frontal lobe. And that's what we need right now. We need to be able to slow down our thoughts and get to a place where we can think logically, where we can pray, where we can say something kind and soft to someone rather than something short and sharp. So that's the stress breaker breath. We're going to be using that throughout our movement. And we use our breath like wind on water. So I'll have you get into a stretch. For example, could be a forward bend. So coming forwards and out of that position, as you take a deep breath and you exhale, you're going to press the top of the head down to the floor. So you're not only doing the mechanical move there where you're pulling the torso down to the legs, but you're also using your breath to lengthen the spine. You're consciously deciding that since you are 65 to 75% water, which is what most of us are, that you're going to think of your body as fluid. You're going to think of your core as something that can move. You are not stuck. You are never stuck. And each time you go through one of these workouts, you will feel a change in your body. So now that you've had a quick intro to just a few of the principles that we use, and I will keep explaining as we go, if you've never done core transformation, go ahead and take the time to do these 10 to 15 minute segments with me. Let me teach you how the work goes. And that way, when I start doing some Facebook Lives, you're going to be ready for them. You're going to understand how it goes. Also, locally here in the North Fork Valley, if it's possible, within the next week or so, I'm going to start offering courses or workout classes in the park. We'll keep our distance, but we'll still be able to talk with one another, laugh with one another, share gratitude, and encourage one another on this journey. So I hope you'll be able to join us for that. I'll post times as soon as that looks like that's a viable option. All right, blessings to you and enjoy the workout.